Hey guys, you're back here with Credit Connect. Remember, this channel is about you guys. I want to empower you guys. I want to show you how to understand your credit, how to fix your credit, and how to leverage your credit. That way you can go out and get the best products on the personal side and on the business side. Also, remember, I'm still dropping my VIP mentorship that you guys can still get in for free. Also, we are going to start going live, and there's other people there you guys can interact that are also in the credit space. Also, if you guys have any friends or any relatives that don't speak English, send them to my Spanish channel, which is called Conecto de Crédito. In this video, what we're going to talk about is how to get, with US Bank, how to get obviously 21 months, no interest on balance transfer, and how I got $14,000 with stated income on the personal side, okay? I know that US Bank has been known to be a little bit stingy with their money, but it all depends when you're applying, if you know the data points and how your credit profile is looking at that moment. And I always say this, whenever you're going to apply for any product, you need to check your credit. That's number one. You need to see where you're at, because if not, you're going to waste a hard increase for nothing, because you're not going to get approved, guys. If your credit is not where it's supposed to be, start building it up, but start building it up maybe with secure cards. Don't go for the major credit cards right off the bat, especially for US Bank, because you're not going to get in. All right. So let me show you some of the data points with US Bank. And US Bank right now they were actually rated one of the best banks to do transfers, not only on the personal side, but on the business side as well. So you can double dip with these two credit cards, which is amazing. Okay. Also with, so yeah, with TenFed, you can check all the different credit cards. And like I said, they have credit cards on the personal side and on the business side. They were actually voted number one on the business side for balance transfer. um, Depending what state you are, because I've heard different data points. When I was with helping my friend out, she got pulled from Equifax on the personal side and TransUnion on the business side. I got pulled from Experian on the personal side and on the business side, TransUnion, I believe as well. So with them, you can come here and they have, you can see the credit cards that they have and all that, the different ones they have. This is the one I'm talking about. You get 21 months balance transfer, which is amazing, okay? So 21 months, that's almost 2 years with no interest. And that's, imagine what you can do if you have $25,000 or $10,000 or $5,000. Those are my crutches that I'm using now. Um, and you can balance transfer that and you don't have to pay interest. That is amazing. It's going to save you a lot of money. Also with US Bank, like I was telling you, when you apply for any product, I always tell you to check your credit first. Yes, they are a little bit more difficult, but once you're in, I got a credit line increase after 9 months without even requesting it. So that was really good for me. Um, you have to make sure to stay, with your utilization. I would tell you at least 6 to 7%. And definitely you're not going to get in if you probably have a lower score than 7 to 720. I think that is the lowest you can get in. I've heard with people that are trying to freeze their credit, and what happened was they came back and it said, you know what, you can't get approved because we couldn't verify your credit. So it all depends if it's worth it to you to freeze your credit or not. I normally don't freeze it. I don't think it's worth it to me. If I'm going to get in and I'm going to get a credit card that's going to give me 21 months interest free, I'm not going to play around with freezing my credit. That's just not me, but it's up to you guys what you want to do as well. So anyway, they have a whole bunch of different cards here. You can definitely see what you're interested in, and you can go into their website and check. Cash, all credit cards, cash back, points, low interest rate, low intro rate, travel, no annual fee, or build credit. If you're trying to build your credit and you don't think you're probably going to get in, or your credit's still not where it's supposed to be, and you want to go in through to get into US Bank, then I would tell you to get this card first, the Gold Secure Visa, build that relationship with them, and then upgrade later on. So, it all depends where you're in your credit journey. Everybody, everybody has a different situation. Like I have people sometimes that, send me a DM. Well, what do you think? I was trying to get in and I only got approved for $2,000. Everybody has a different credit profile. You got to see where you're at. You got to do your research and see who they approve. And, there's a whole bunch when you Google US Bank and information, a lot of information comes out there. Also, you can DM me or you can put a comment below. If you got approved for this credit card, you can let me know where you got to, what state you're in and where did they hard pull you from. And that way, we can check data points, and that way that would help other people that are trying to get in, because there's a lot of people right now that really need the 21 months interest free. They want to transfer a balance, or they're like up to here paying interest and they need that help. So let's try to help people, and the way we help people is by sharing our data points. So this is really important. Okay, guys. Also with US Bank, like I said, on the business side, you can have personal and business. Okay. And if you live in an area where there is a U.S. bank, that I would tell you to build that relationship with them. Have the checking account. That's another thing you can do. If you want to get into U.S. bank and your credit right now is that's not that strong, start seasoning it. Start playing around with it. How do you do that? Open a checking account. Start putting money in there. You got to do at least 5 to 7 transactions a month. Make sure you have no overdraft, because that's going to kill you right there. US Bank is known to do manual reviews. Like once you're in, they do check. Also, if you did get in but you got a really low credit line, call the reconsideration line and see if they can work with you or they can help you. Like I said, they're known to do manual reward. I got a credit line increase without even requesting it after 9 months. Why? Because they saw where I'm at. I was using my credit card. I was paying it off. I was leaving maybe 2 or 3% every month. And I started doing that on the personal side before I applied for the business side. So I was already working US Bank. So like I said, it depends what institution you want to work with, what's your goal in mind, what do you want from this credit card, or what do you want from this line of credit or from this loan, or you're trying to buy a house. Depending on where you're at in your credit journey and what you're trying to accomplish is how you're going to move forward and what you need to do. I always tell people, if you're working 2 or 3 banks at one time, don't get over leveraged. Make sure you work them correctly. Make sure that you do transactions. Make sure that you have, direct deposit coming in. Make sure if you're able to, go into the branch in person. So all these things count when you're trying to get, a higher credit line increase, or, higher credit when you begin your journey or when you're applying for this institution, guys. So make sure you guys just always check and do your homework. Like I always tell you, do your due diligence, because I can be finishing this video and guess what, after I finish this video the data points change. I'm not an attorney and I don't give legal advice. I'm here to help you guys, and that way we can learn from each other, because I'm also building my credit profile as well, my business side. There's something that I want in the future and I'm working towards that goal. So it all depends what you want to work for and what's your goal in mind. Also, I wanted to let me go back here to uh, the card. If you come here, uh, if you come here, you can see everything else that they offer. It's weird that I can't go up there. So if you come here, I don't know what's going on here. Well, I was gonna show you. I was gonna go into their banking system as well. So once again, it all depends what you're looking forward to accomplish with them. Anyway, guys, give me a like, subscribe, give me a comment, tell me where you're from, and until next time, guys, with Jackie.